Lang Lang, that is the correct way to pronounce your name.
Right, exactly.
Some people would say Lang Lang, but that's wrong.
Wrong.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we're off to a good start. I'm going to put the battery in. Please could you count us down, but maybe in Mandarin?
Sure.
Yeah? Okay. Here we go.
I can't.
Here we go.
10
Is this 5, 4, 3, 2, 1?
哦3 2 1 0
If you could only play one more composer for the rest of your life, who would that be?
I would say for 2011, I will do Liszt, Franz Liszt.
Who do you think is the hardest composer to play for you?
Probably Bach.
How much scope is there, do you think, for a pianist for interpretation?
I mean, we always need to think about what we're trying to interpret, and we need to know the background, and we need to see through the note behind the bar.
Do you try consciously to create your own personal musical style?
I mean, everybody when they perform, automatically you are creating your personal style with the music that's through your mind, and even though it's the same music, but everyone's sort of playing differently.
Do you see yourself in any way as a showman?
It depends what piece I'm going to do. If it's a show pieces, then I'm a showman. But if it's not show pieces, then I'm not a showman.
Could you describe for me the moment just before you step on stage for a concert? What are you feeling?
It's like quick journey. So when you walked out from the backstage entrance to the stage, the journey starting. And then when you sit down on the bench, you are into the musical planet.
Are you superstitious?
Not really.
Are you religious?
Yes.
Where do you get your inspiration from when you start a new piece for the first time?
Normally, I listen to music and then I have a kind of sense of whether this connect to me or not. And then when it is really connect to me, then I would love to learn the piece. But sometimes you actually do have a wrong impressions on certain piece until you start really physically playing on the keys.
Do you listen to other pianists?
Absolutely. I mean, from the great maestros to the new generations. Absolutely.
What do you think is the difference between listening to a piece of music as a recording and actually being at a concert and seeing and hearing it live?
Live is more challenging. Live is more fun because you know what is recording going to be. But recordings can be great too because you spend so much time on every note, on all those ideas. So it can be a great thing to listen. But if you really want to have actions, you must come to a live concert.
Do you feel that you have a relationship with the audience when you're playing in front of them?
When I perform, actually I don't really focus on who's listening, but when you perform, you need to give everything from what you know, what you have learned, and what you're trying to achieve, and to everyone who's listening for you. And you need to bring a complete love and passion to the people who's listening.
Do you feel like you develop a relationship with the composers?
Yeah, through their music, through their contents, produced within notes, within the climax, and they just lead you into their musical world.
Do you think you can equate some of the great classical composers with some of the great pop or rock composers?
It's not so easy, but everything is possible when you have the right fit. And I would say Michael Jackson, for example, is equally as genius as Mozart 200 or 300 years ago. And I'm sure when they met, or or when they meet somewhere, I'm sure there will be a great synergy level.
How old were you when you started to play the piano?
I started when I was 2.
And what was that like? Did you feel the pressure to succeed from a very early age?
Not really, but obviously my parents really had a high hope for me. But you never know whether you will make it or not until later.
Quickly tell me, 5 seconds or so, what are your interests outside of music?
Movies and foundation work, charity.
That's 5 minutes. Laughter in the background. Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, I think this was cool. It's kind of like I can feel the heartbeat.
We're still recording. We're still recording.
It's really, really feel the heartbeat and the continuity of this atmosphere. It's kind of like a live concert.
I was going to say.
Yeah.
I was going to say.
It's real like a live concert. It's very spontaneously. Yeah.
Very good to see you.
Thank you, man. Yeah.